In the movies, falls can be funny, but in reality, and especially in the construction industry, falls aren't funny. In fact, falls are the leading killer of construction workers. In an attempt to protect workers from falls, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, developed a new Subpart M fall protection rule. The rule now requires your employer to provide training for anyone who is exposed to a fall of 6 feet or more. As a construction worker, you need to be aware of the fall hazards and what you can do to reduce or eliminate them. One way to guard against fall hazards is the guardrail system. Guardrails are usually made from 2x4s or wire rope and are located in places where you could fall over the edge, such as around open-sided floors, around floor and roof openings, and on stairs, ramps, or walkways. Another way to guard against fall hazards on the job are covers for holes or openings. Covers will keep you from stepping into or falling through holes and from getting hit by falling objects. It's important to remember that all covers have to be able to support 2 times the maximum weight that will cross over them. And also secure them with wire, cleats, or fasteners, and paint the word hole or cover on them so that your co-workers know what they are. In places where guardrails or covers can't be used or have been removed, you should use personal fall arrest systems. These systems are used during steel erection, near open-sided floors, for work on elevated platforms, and during roofing work. The personal fall arrest system is made up of a body belt or safety harness, a lanyard, and a tie-off or anchorage point. Let's begin with the body belt. Even if worn correctly, the belt can severely injure you. The D-ring, which your lanyard attaches to, must be centered in the back at all times. If you fall and the D-ring is in front or on the side, you could break your back. And when you fall, all of the forces will be concentrated on your midsection, causing severe internal injuries. This is a very uncomfortable and dangerous position to be in while waiting to be rescued. So to better protect yourself if you fall, you should always wear a full body harness. And believe it or not, it's not that hard to put on. Just follow these steps. Hold the harness by the back D-ring. Shake it so all the straps fall in place. Now slide the straps over your shoulders so the D-ring is in the middle of your back. Connect the waist strap so it's tight but not binding. Pull the buckle portion of the leg strap between your legs and connect it to the opposite end of the leg strap. After all the straps have been buckled, tighten all buckles so the harness is snug, but you can still move. As you can see, a full body harness will evenly distribute the fall forces throughout your body. It will also hold you in an upright and more comfortable position if you fall. The second component of a personal fall arrest system is a lanyard. There are several types and styles of lanyards available. Lanyards can be made of rope, nylon strap, or steel. But no matter what type of lanyard you use, never tie it in a knot. If you do, the lanyard's strength is cut in half. Also, never tie off around sharp edges. The lanyard could be cut or damaged if you fall. And if you fall, whether using rope, nylon strap, or steel lanyards, you will be exposed to fall forces that are much more than the force that has been proven enough to seriously injure a person. One way to reduce these forces is a shock-absorbing lanyard. If you fall, it can lengthen up to 3.5 feet. This allows for a soft, easy stop. But make sure you know how much any shock-absorbing lanyard will lengthen so that you won't hit anything when you fall. And remember, if you use steel lanyards, they need to have built-in shock absorbers. A lanyard option designed to increase your comfort and not restrict your movement are the retractable lanyards. There are primarily 2 types of retractables: nylon strap and steel cable. Rollout happens when pressure is applied to the gate of a non-locking snap hook. causing it to pop loose or roll out. You can reduce the possibility of rollout by using locking snap hooks. These hooks require pressure on both sides for them to open. You can maintain the life and performance of any personal fall arrest equipment by visually inspecting it daily. Before using the equipment, you should check for deterioration, frayed edges, broken fibers, pulled stitches, burns, or chemical damage. The final component of the personal fall arrest system is the anchor point. If the anchor point fails during a fall, it won't matter how well trained you are, how effective your equipment is, or whether you're tied off correctly. If the anchor point doesn't work, nothing will work. Some possible anchor points are steel structures, beams, or columns. The anchor points need to be identified by the employer or competent person assigned to the project. They need to make sure that the points can support 5,000 pounds. And as a general rule, all anchor points should be directly above you and easy to reach. This is to make sure that if you fall, you don't swing like a pendulum and hit anything. This is called a swing hazard. Also, be sure you limit your free fall to the shortest possible distance, but never exceed 6 feet. And make sure you have enough clearance if you fall, especially with a shock-absorbing lanyard. If you're unsure about the reliability of your anchor point, check with your employer. We should also talk about positioning systems. Using a belt or full body harness and side D-rings, you can connect to a structure and lean back. This leaves both hands free to work. Never tie off around sharp edges. Inspect all personal fall arrest equipment for damage before use. Make sure your anchorage or tie-off point is strong enough to stop your fall. And when you tie off, avoid swing hazards.